the ferret wasn't like it. How do I put this? Any character you choose, like it's up to you what you want to go with. Yeah, the squiggly is. Okay. Tis I. Tis I. Right then. It's just the stupid. Hello, everyone. Tis I, Uncle Cito, and with our guest, Jazz Hands. Today, we adventure again to Sober Eyes. Come, young man, let's walk towards the path and sit and have a bit of a quarry with one another. Tell me, young man, within our show, Sober Eyes, we'd like to discuss with others a moment of reflection in our lives and youth where what's it like to be an individual that has partaken in the substances of this world? If you may start.
Well, I can only talk about the one I ever tried, and well, honestly, it wasn't peer pressured into anything or just, the casual things they show at school, like, haha, you're a pussy, haha, you're this, you're that, if you don't do it. No, for me, it was just offered, and it was really stressful at the time. I did it, and nothing really changed, honestly, the first time. Everything just became a bit brighter and happier, and a lot less stressful. I could still think, I could still have a normal thought process, it just was extremely less stressful. And it's not very addicting, I just do it, it happens. If there's any event that just burdens me over too much, I just, every couple of months maybe. It's not like it's expensive or burdening.
Now, if I may ask this question, young man, you keep mentioning that this happened during school days of youth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who were the individuals particular to your how should I put this helpful experience of sorts? Who ended up introducing you to the substance?
Who? Well, it was my friend Sebastian from the wrestling team.
You were part of wrestling?
Yeah, I was good at it.
Well, what...
The first year,
Go ahead.
The first year I managed to actually win without any prior knowledge on how to wrestle in the junior varsity.
Junior, that's the year second within the 4 years of high school, yes?
Yeah, junior varsity.
Ah,
I was
Go ahead.
When he introduced me, I was a junior.
Of course. My particular apologies for the background noise. There tends to be a bit of conundrums always backstage. I do apologize. To you as well, my audience. Let me ask you such a question. In particular to your varsity years within high school. This may seem like a personal question, so I hope I may ask it in the most proper manners if you're willing to let me. What caused all this stress to wanting to take up a bit of smoking from the weed?
Oh, well, I was depressed. Um, and it wasn't just because of some burdening thing from school or some massive traumatic thing. It was purely genetics. My mother had it, my mother's mother had it, my sister had it. We were just naturally unhappy. It was a brain thing. It just wired differently. I didn't know it at the time. I was constantly sad. I had thoughts of suicide.
Believe you and I
Then I said, and then one day I just said, screw it. And I tried it with my friend. I trusted him. And it was just us. It wasn't very peer pressure or anything. He prepared like anything, said I could stop any moment, gave me water and stuff.
he kept you safe. He kept you calm too. It seems that way.
You could put it like that.
It's good to have friends like that in this world. Let me ask you this. By now, how many years has it been since you started smoking weed?
Not that long, honestly. Like 3, 4 years.
3, 4 years. 364 days for each year. Who knows how many minutes or seconds will end up passing during that time? I end up hearing a lot of stories
Yeah.
of individuals that have done substances of sorts. What experience have you had throughout those 4 years?
Well, nothing really ever happened. I was just usually with either Sebastian or a different friend. Just relaxing, watching shows, occasionally eating a whole lot of things.
Oh yes, the I heard particularly that weed tends to cause an individual to go hungry quite often. What causes that
Yeah,
exactly? If you understand that. If you know the reason,
I'm
I
not
mean.
sure myself either.
Now that is a pondering question I will try to find. What are fond memories that you have when you smoke weed? Like what memory in particular do you remember the most when that happened?
Well, I have a couple actually. Well, the first time was definitely something because for the first time I smoked weed, I was enjoying myself. I was having fun. I was laughing. I wasn't worried about anything. I was thinking positive for a change. Truly a hallmark for me.
Hmm. There's no particular words to describe your sensation. There's no particular words to be able to well, I'm having no particular words to be able to ask another question because of that. It's more in the sense of I understand how you felt, but there's something else that makes me want to seep into that further. More for the curiosity mind that I have. It's to me, what is that like to actually experience a self-reflecting moment of positivity?
For me, it's for me to actually acknowledge and feel proud of the things that I've done. Like getting 100 on a test and just say, okay, that's good. Instead of just being the normal happy, like, good God, I managed to do this, I studied for this, I prepared for this, I did this, my efforts pulled through. Those thoughts did not come to me naturally. I stressed about sports. When I did succeed, I didn't really felt like I succeeded.
Give me one
When
second. Give me 1 second. I clicked something. There we go. Back to the normal. Uh, what do you mean? What do you mean by? Wait. So how many years have you been doing sports? When you were in
honestly,
school.
when I was in school, well, I did a lot of them on and off. I did basketball, football, wrestling, tennis. I enjoyed swimming the most. That was the least competitive, nothing too much to worry about, just learning how to swim, just gliding or just going through water.
The free fall of it, huh?
It was, yeah.
Let
I've been
me.
doing it, been doing sports since before elementary, honestly.
Do you continue to do sports throughout your years now?
No, not really. I swim occasionally. I exercise normally, but I don't do sports.
I do apologize again for the background noise.
It's alright.
We may have to cut this short. My cohorts and accompaniments may end up interrupting even more further than before. So I do thank you, and I'd like for you and to say goodbye to the audience, if you can imagine one being right in front of us. Say goodbye, my fellow
Alright,
friend.
well,
Goodbye.
goodbye, Chad.
Darn it. 1 second. Darn thing. It's contraptions and technology. Goodbye, everyone. Have a farewell day and splendid evenings to all. And thank you, sir, for joining us today.